In a social media post over the weekend, the NDC flagbearer for the 2020 elections, John Mahama, condemned what he calls the discriminatory use of military personnel by President Akufo-Addo to disenfranchise some Ghanaians in Banda in the Bunu region. Responding to the comments in Parliament, the Defence Minister and MP for Bimbilla called on Mr. Mahama to provide evidence to back the claims.
I think he's misleading the people. So I am challenging him. I'm calling on the former president to provide us with evidence, and we will act. But as I see today, it's only mere allegation. He has not provided us with any evidence. As I said, if he's talking about Banda Hinkro, he should advise his people to start basing people. It is not allowed. And the military will continue to stop people who are basing people. Allow the people to go and register themselves. It's not your duty to bas people. Allow them to register. And everybody will be allowed to register. But you cannot bas people. They signed an agreement not to bas anybody. So the MPP, the political parties, I am telling them that if you attempt to bas people, we will stop you. Whether it is NDC, MPP, CPP, will stop you, because it is only bringing a reaction from the opposite side.
He added that an investigation will commence into the matter if the evidence is provided.
This is an office that we respect. There are 3 eminent Ghanaians who are occupying this office. Flight Lieutenant Jerry Rollins, John Ajekun Kufuor, and he himself. He may be a candidate, but I believe he and his followers should know that he's also a former president. And we will respect this type of position. And so, if he makes this type of allegations, we need evidence, we need proof, and we will act.
But the ranking member on the Defense and Interior Committee, James Agalga, says there is sufficient evidence for the military to be called to order for acts of alleged voter suppression.
So the harassment and intimidation of Ghanaians, the Voltarians in that region, have lived there since the early 1900s. In fact, they even have representation on the traditional council of the Banda area. So how can you exclude these people from registering for purposes of voting in the upcoming elections? It is unacceptable. The exclusion of certain ethnic groups in this country can only pass for tribal bigotry, and that must stop. We've said this time without number if anybody was in doubt. Now we have pictorial evidence. You can all see for yourselves how citizens of our country were prevented. They were not even deterred when the General Secretary of the NDC, General Mosquito, arrived on the scene. A soldier engaged him in very hot confrontation. This is the state of affairs in our country.
The House also ratified the agreement between Ghana and the African Union for the establishment of the Africa Free Trade Continental Area Secretariat in Ghana. The Minerals Income and Investment Fund Bill was taken through the consideration stage. On the first day of sitting for the penultimate week for this meeting, the House has considered at the consideration stage, clause by clause, of the Minerals Income and Investment Development Fund Bill, which is currently at the consideration stage. Reporting for Citi News from Parliament, my name is Duke Mentokoko.